Coach, thanks. Well, in a few months' time, snow's going to blanket the Great Peak Star West, but for now, summer still in season at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let's go now. H.E. Gator.
59, Mike to 59. You must be getting tired.
Get it.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Tackles. Mike spot 9, Mike spot.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Locke. And he fires one incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now the 4th-year man from Utah, Devontae Booker. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing his lock on third down. This will be caught at about the 6. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The kick by McManus is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away. Incomplete.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel. 3 and out.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Here's Locke to throw, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Hey, box drop.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, echo.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch right.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On third down, Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, Locke. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Let's go.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Come on, oh, come on, oh. Get it.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Locke now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give running right, Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Look. Squeeze. 15.
On first down, Lindsey. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Throwing now is Locke. Got him in. He found Sanders. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To throw it is Locke. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's Drew Kaiser now. as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing here, Trubisky. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Charles, you are the master of abstract facts. So who would you say is the best player ever drafted from Ashland University in Ohio?
How about the only one ever drafted from there? Adam Shaheen, the tight end. Went to the Chicago Bears. Began his college career, though, as a basketball player, Division II in the state of Pennsylvania.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They try again with Cohen, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Check.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch twins.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Check.
Go. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Go.
45-yard line.
10-2 stop.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Locke now on 1st down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Leo.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watch the boot.
On 1st and 10, Lock, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A pass there complete to Sutton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
We got this.
The end result, 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be caught at about the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Trubisky will throw, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Got it.
58. 58 to Mike. I'm coming.
On first down, Locke. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the counter, Lindsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Break.
Check. 59. 59. Yeah.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Locke. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Locke will try again on second down. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
No. Hey, team 6.
On 1st and 10, Locke. The quick slant caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
70.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Davis. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
180! Check, 47. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They'll run on first down. Cohen. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
60 Pittsburgh. 6-6, bullet high. Under 10, under 10, 10.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. This is Freeman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He's back to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On the ready.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I don't even know why this team's
Shit.
They'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Locke. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Go.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they will